We were treated early this week with the debut of Gritty. And we had a lot of fun and we did a lot of laughing. And I went, what the hell is that? And my initial reaction video to that, last I looked, is sitting at around 26,000 views and it's 100% genuine. But you know what? Something's happened. It's been featured on Colbert. It's been featured on almost every American media outlet. It has been featured everywhere. And then you look at night one. He's out on the ice. And what does Gritty do? He wipes out. He falls down. He falls down. Now, I don't know if the marketing team that came up with this thought this through or not. I don't know if they brought Gritty out and then the internet went, what? And they went, all right, we're going to change our marketing strategy. We're going to market him as something that terrifies children. But I have to say, there are a lot of memes out there. Everybody's talking about it. They were right. They're geniuses. Whether on purpose or by accident, they're geniuses. Gritty's fantastic. There's a GIF I saw this morning of him running over three guys in goalie gear. I assume not during a game. In his Philly garb. And of course, the goalies weren't wearing any real jerseys. They're wearing just nondescript practice jerseys. It's brilliant. It's kind of sort of brilliant. And whether it's brilliant on purpose, whether this is something that, again, the marketing guy said, all right, everybody else has a mascot. Let's screw with them. Let's screw with them and come up with the most terrifying thing we can come up with. Or it was just a matter of them saying, okay, well, we're going to make it sort of look like a Muppet, and people are going to love it. And then the reaction came out, and they're like, oh, crap, all right, we're going to change this. The marketing campaign's been brilliant. Any publicity is usually good publicity. Usually. There's some bad publicity out there. And anytime I hear somebody say, any publicity is good publicity, I go, not always. Not always. Ask Yori Laterra, who's been in the news a few times, or at least a few different articles have been written. It's not always good news. But in the case of Gritty, the mascot, it's been entertaining. And I think embracing your here's the one problem. The one problem they may have with Gritty from here. The mascot's supposed to be warm towards children. I've been at many Vancouver games, and Finn is hilarious. Finn is fun to watch, and you'll see kids, mothers with their babies, calling Finn over, and Finn goes over, and the baby sees this human with a giant orca head, and cries. And Finn will try making little faces at it and try, whatever he can to get the baby to laugh, but he'll give up. And he might hand a t-shirt to the mom, whatever, Finn's a pretty decent guy. I'm not sure how many kids are going to be calling over Gritty. But that being said, with the amount of free publicity that's out there, with everything that people are saying about this, with the amount of attention this has generated, because when I first did a video about it, I was actually going to just throw it into just the morning news. I was just going to say, yeah, so they've got this mascot. It looks creepy. I don't know what they're thinking. I was going to leave it at that. But it's the most popular mascot in the NHL right now. Just nobody's even close. And the funny thing is, I heard on the Canucks game the other night, they were talking about Gritty. And I'm trying to think if it was Rob Murphy or John Shorthouse. One of the two said, Gritty may be terrifying, but he's nothing compared to Hunter, the mascot for the Oilers. And they showed the mascot for the Oilers. And yeah, it's still terrifying. Oily the Oil Can should have been the winner for that. That was my idea, was Oily the Oil Can, which I thought would have been great. He just running around, and he would have been almost like an inkwell. And as he's running around, oil would have been spilling out on people. It would have been fun. Would have been great. Kids would have loved that. I got oil in my jersey from Oily the Oil Can. Now I got to go buy a new jersey. See, it works. The NHL generates more revenue. It works. Anyways, we're not going to see Oily the Oil Can anytime soon. And I honestly think that this has been brilliant. So to the Philadelphia Flyers, kudos. Kudos for either thinking of the best way to get viral marketing through your mascot, or kudos for adjusting that marketing immediately after seeing the internet's reaction to said mascot. Kudos. And to Gritty, to the man that's in that suit, you're doing God's work. You really are. Terrifying children, making everybody behave. Sounds about right. All right, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, because I'm completely blown away at just how much media attention this is getting everywhere. I'll be watching, like when I'm watching Stephen Colbert the other night, and they're like, we got to talk about a Flyers mascot. And I'm like, seriously, he's going to do a whole segment on the Flyers mascot? That is free marketing. That is fantastic. So, yeah, kudos to the Flyers organization and to their marketing team, and to the guy who's wearing the suit, taking his life in his own hands in the beginning maybe, but now it's probably going to end up being beloved. So if you're a Flyers fan, we're thinking, all right, they're just going to throw it away. It won't happen. Because I had that thought too. I thought maybe they're going to bring this mascot out and it's going to be so reviled. Even if Flyers fans are booing Gritty, even if Flyers fans hate Gritty, that might endear him to fans around the rest of the league, since Flyers fans are generally usually seen as not being the friendliest. I still think that Philadelphia is called the City of Brotherly Love as an ironic title, because I've watched wrestling in Philly, hockey in Philly, baseball. I've never seen it as the city of love, everybody holding hands, we all get along so well, and we're so nice to visiting fans and visiting teams, and we're so nice to everybody. Just, it's the city of warmth and brotherly love. No. No. So, if they're booing their own mascot, it kind of works for fans outside of Philly. So, kudos to him. And, I hope that it does turn out he can skate, which is important, because at first it looked like he couldn't. But I'm glad that he can, and I hope that he's fast enough to duck those beers that are going to get thrown at him, and that those beers getting thrown at him gets documented. Because honestly, at this point, everything is golden. This is fantastic stuff. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just tap it upon this video, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.